Sup, my name is Ryu for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Council. Some of you are probably instantly wondering, where's the extra deck? But here's the thing about Mega Monarchs, they don't use it. This deck profile and the duels will follow suit. Mikey does it reverse, where he does duels, then the deck profile. I like to do it reverse. So basically, I like to talk about the deck and then go from there. So both, like all these guys require double tributes, and you're probably going, except for Majesty's Fiend, you're probably going, well, how the hell does that work? There's no Treeborn Frog or anything. I'm going to show you. It's really cool. It's really something different. And at the same time, there'll be a combo guide that'll follow afterwards. Because I know you guys love combo guides. Combo guides. I'm like brain farting words this morning. I don't know why. So, 1 Mega Mobius, 2 Mega Fire Thanos, 3 of the Heaven Monarch, 2 of the Netherworld Monarch, 2 Mega Caius, and 1 Majesty's Fiend. So that is 11 tribute summons, and then we have 3 of the Netherworld Knights, 3 of the Heaven Knight, and basically when you summon Heaven Knight, you get this to your board, and when he's normal summon or special summon, and this goes for both of them, then you get the extra tribute, the extra summon. What this actually allows you to do when it's tributed, when it's normal summon or special summon, you can special one, which you pretty much are always going to special this guy. Well, the only thing you can really special is has to be a different one. So you special this out, then he gives you extra tribute. Now, if you have a banished spell or trap that is a Monarch, has Monarch in name, when the Heaven Knight is tributed, you'll actually get that card back. So let's talk about the spells. 1 for 1, 1 Raigeki, 2 Reinforcement to the Army, 3 Tendency of the Monarchs, 3 Panditi Monarchs. I'm not fully sure exactly how to say that. I call it the draw power card. 3 Monarch Storm Forth, 3 March of the Monarchs, 2 Return of the Monarchs, 2 the True Monarch Domain, 1 the First Monarch, and 2 the Original Monarch. So let's roll those duels and I'll explain how the trap and everything works. It'll be a little bit easier to show you instead of saying. Alright, let's go into these duels and I'll do some breakdowns, plays before we get to the combo guide. So my opponent's playing Thoughtfuls, which have a pretty good matchup until this hits the board, which you'll see in a sec. So, some of your opponents are going, why don't you go for Ideal Knight first? Well, the field card number 1 allows me to have a cost down effect without discarding. So basically I reveal a card in my hand, which is going to be the Mega Monarch, which you just saw there, and then it drops into level 6. And the reason for this is because the field card, once returned, you can reduce the level 1 monster in your hand that has 2800 attack and 1000 defense by 2. Even after they are summoned or set and leaves the field into the end of the turn, that it'll remain at level 6. So it's hilarious. So this gives me an additional normal summon that becomes level 6 because of the field, and as long as there's a tributed monster on the board, then my opponent can't use the extra deck, and neither can I. Which is fine because I don't need the extra deck, but obviously my opponent does. So my opponent needs to top deck something amazing here, which he's going to need to just go off as much as he can to survive this game here. Because, and this is what I wonder. This, obviously, he's setting up for his fusion to get this off the board. I see that a mile away. That's pretty much what he wants to do. Like I said, it's a pretty good option. I'm not even going to lie. What I could have done here, and I need to explain this for a sec. I could have actually just brought this out and then brought her out. I think it's a her. Yeah, it's a her. So basically when she's summoned by either tributing one that was tributed or just tribute summoned, then you can send 2 spell or traps to the grave that have Monarch in name. Obviously you want to send these 2, which again I'll go over in the combo guide, but I read a lot of play so you can see why. What I did there, this here, Panditi Monarchs. You banish it out, you basically reveal 3 cards in your deck, and your opponent has to choose 1 for you to add to your hand. And obviously I got the March of the Monarchs. So I'm protected. My Monarchs are protected. Now what happened here and how this got to the board is the send 2. And at the end phase it bounces to my hand, so basically anything I bring out, which he brings out 1, will come back to my hand at the end of the turn and I can use it next turn. So I can do even more stupid shit. But very, very good Galaxy Cyclone play. Fright for Fusion is going off here. My opponent has that Raigeki. I don't know if he's going to use it, but here comes a Polymerization into this disgusting Fright for Saber Tiger. I gotta do this deck sooner or later. This thing is hilarious. But I'm going to take a massive amount of damage here. It's perfectly fine. I know this can't be stopped by Raigeki, but I need the other one out of the way just for the moment. So I'm gonna tribute both. Go to my big one. Choose from field, and some of you are probably going, "What the hell?" So basically, it also sends to, but instead of specialing it, you can choose one card, either your opponent's hand, field, or graveyard, and basically it goes back to the deck. Just for those of you who may be a little bit lost. Now, what happened here is I could banish this out from the graveyard, and Idea Knight pops out. And that's the first game. Heroes also have a good matchup because of how fast they can be, but as I said, it can be because sometimes it depends on the build. Like, I'm just referring to Mask Heroes in general. I open pretty acidine where I don't want to play anything here. I want my opponent to make his plays, and then I'll go from there. But I get that tenacity. So I'm just going to Monarch Storm forth into it. Return of the Monarchs is going to activate. And then I believe I'm going to finally use it. Did I finally? Yeah, I finally use it. Okay, I protect my stuff. I get an additional search. I put 2 back with that. That's the thing about this. It has 2 effects. You can choose 2 spell traps in your grave that are Monarch in name, put them back, and you draw 1. And when this is in the grave, you could banish out a spell or a trap that has Monarch in name, and it comes out in the field like a level 5 monster. It's hilarious. So basically, everything's just massive setup for Monarchs, and they're not really like what they used to be. The Mega Monarchs are their own thing, and regular Monarchs are their own thing. But my opponent's going to play Hero Lives. He's going to try to fight back. It's cool. I commend you, but I don't know why he went for Tyrant Ring face down. But go figure. Maybe he had something planned, but then he realized he couldn't use his extra deck. And the final match is probably the most interesting, is against Gradle Kaiji? No, the Godzillas. I can never, like, I always confuse it because just the way things is. I was about to call it Kanji, but it's Kaiju. I always confuse it between Kaiji and Kanju. I had brain farts with that, but my opponent's playing chicken game because he wants that extra draw power. That's perfectly fine. What you saw me do there is, I just utilized basically what he did. But he actually has Volcanic Queen to tribute out my Majesty's Fiend, which makes me sad. But it is what it is, right? Pseudo space, chicken game, bullshit. That's pretty much what we've come to know and love. He thinks I'm going to take a burn here. That's adorable. I'm going to go Thanos. I call it Thanos. I'm not even going to... The Talos. It's something completely different. I just like calling it Thanos because of, Marvel references, but... Get that Mega Mobius on board so I can get it back in hand. I top deck the Mega Kaios off the original Monarch play there. I can't even be mad right now. He's gonna MST that. He's gonna go get his little freaking Godzilla, and he's gonna ram into the Godzilla so he can get control of the Godzilla, and then he gets to ram again. That's pretty cool. I'm not gonna like the Kaiju. That's pretty fucking cool. But I got that that fucking clock, man. I'm gonna rip the thing off the wall. But I have the complete setup where I'm just basically seeing as far as I could go in my draws. Play Raigeki, tribute out the Mega Mobius. Let's pop some shit. I get the deity back. I call it the deity, the Pan deity of the Monarchs. But he's got that fucking Swift Scarecrow. I could have activated for more draw cards, but go figure. But he's got the thing again, which he's gonna summon. And it's GG, but at least he brought him out, right? It was cool to see, but that's going to be it. I'm just going to go for Massive Search Power. I don't know why it lagged there. I think it just had a little bump. It's okay, though. It's okay. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm just going to bash out his field and get more crap back and more searching, because the deck is stupid good. I mean, can you imagine if you power this up with Synchrons? How the hell that would work? It'd just be nuts. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to check out the videos in the annotations. That will take you there. There usually are the last 2 videos that have been posted up, and what the hell is going on over here? So anyway, I will see you guys in the next one and go figure out what's going on in my house.